What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Comics Advice. Today, man, we've got the big boy, and I mean the big boy, Batman Hush 2, issue 159, part 2, alright, of Hush for this series. The series isn't going great based on the public perception, but this cover, the foil, it hits. And I really don't even like foils, to be honest with you. But the foil, man, it looks good. Let's talk about issue 159 real quick. I'm seeing a lot of mixed reactions online. Let me give you my take, all right? As somebody who's kind of semi-new to it, let's go over it real quick. So, obviously, 158, Batman essentially saves the Joker, right? Hush basically left him to die and said, Batman, if you want to save him, you can. So, that's what happened in the last issue. This issue, do a little flashback, all right? You got Bruce sitting in the alley. We all know what happened when he was a child sitting in the alley, right, with his parents. So, you do a flashback to that. Then you go present day and you got Bruce and the Joker in the car together. I'm like, okay, so Batman's really trying to save him. Then they do a flashback, right? And the flashback is basically Bruce bringing in another new character into Hush. And that's Leslie Tompkins, right? Leslie Tompkins essentially looked after Bruce after what happened to his parents, right? And Bruce brings him in, and she's like, why did you bring him in here, right? He needs full emergency care. Why would you bring him here? And Bruce is like, well, you know, I had to get him somewhere right away. She's like, no, you didn't want to be seen with him in public, right? You didn't want to be seen carrying the Joker, the evil part of Gotham. You didn't want to be seen potentially trying to save his life. So he brings him in to see Leslie, right? And she's like, hey, I need some type of gas to make him pass out if I'm gonna do this surgery. Bruce, I mean, he gives him some gas. I mean, it knocks him out, right? And essentially, it's going to save his life. Now, she's like, Bruce, take a seat. You know, let me do my thing. Wakes Bruce up in a little bit. And she's like, hey, he can't stay here. He needs some serious help. He's like, well, where do I take him? She's like, well, ideally the ER, right? With the full staff. Or take him to Gotham. And Bruce's like, you know he won't survive if I do that. And so where does Bruce take him? Bruce takes him to the Batcave. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did not see this coming. All right, so takes him to the Batcave, and he's looking at the Joker, and he's indecisive right now because he's like, okay, the Joker doesn't have fingerprints, doesn't really have any prints all over his body. It's like he's not even human, right? And the whole time, it's like a dilemma right now. It's like, okay, if I save him, is that what Hush wants? If I don't save him, is that what Hush wants, right? So he's going back and forth mentally, and Hush is essentially just playing mind tricks on Batman. Because, you know, Batman, he doesn't want anyone to die. Good or bad, doesn't want anyone to die. And remember that quote right there, right? So, like I said before, he's going back and forth mentally. Hush, the Joker, bringing Joker to the Batcave, which just seems crazy in itself. And then out of nowhere, a gun appears behind his head. And as you can see behind the sleeve, let's get this in the frame a little bit better. The guy with the gun, that's Red Hood. You know, now Red Hood's in a dilemma. I'm watching Batman save the guy who took my life, right? And so Red Hood's like, should I shoot Batman or do I just kill Joker, the guy who took my life, right? So now he's in a dilemma. And remember what I said before, Batman doesn't want anyone to die, right? So now Batman has to defend the Joker against Red Hood, right? And this isn't the first time we've seen this storyline. I think that's what a lot of people are upset about. Like, oh, great, Red Hood once again, mad at Batman. This is just part 2 of Hush. I'm willing to give it a chance. I'm not going to jump on that wagon yet and get all upset, to be honest with you. Let's just see how it plays out. So anyways, as you know, if Batman's going to save the Joker, you're going to have a fighting scene. And take a look right here. You know, artwork looks good to me. Some people are taking this a little bit out of context. Batman's going to shoot Red Hood, but when he shoots Red Hood, he's going to say, I just want to crease him, right? It's essentially a warning shot. Like, come on, Red Hood. Don't make me do this. Don't make me actually shoot you. So he's going to crease him, right? Creases his helmet. Red Hood's like, okay, bold move. Let's end this now. Right? And so eventually, you know, right here, you're going to see both of them. You can see right here, they both have a gun pointed at each other, right? And this is where they kind of open up. He's like, I know about Clayface, how he impersonated me, games you played with Tommy Elliott like tonight. So Red Hood knows everything. All right, and it keeps going. Drop the gun. We both know you're not going to shoot, but I will. So Red Hood's not playing around, right? Batman's trying to make it a therapy session saying, you're not mad at the Joker. You're mad at me. I should have protected you. You were so young. I should have never put you in harm's way. It was my job to protect you. And Red Hood goes, okay, that's great. Why are you saving the Joker's life? And then we go to Barbara Gordon and Nightwing. And this is one of those things where I'm like, okay, I kind of like the suspense, right, leading off, but why did we end it there? We'll talk more about that in a second. So back to Barbara Gordon and Nightwing. They're talking about basically letting the Joker in there. And next thing you know, they have a visitor. All right. If you haven't read or you plan to read, skip the next 20 seconds real quick just to make sure. All right. Because the visitor is from the first saga. The visitor that they have is the Riddler. Is this the absolute Riddler? I mean, did we cross timelines right here? And as you saw right there, man, that Riddler, he looks big. He's like basically saying you're going to need all the help you can get, Dick, Nightwing, right? Even Bruce, you and Bab. So Riddler is apparently trying to help out Nightwing and Barbara Gordon. Or maybe he's playing as Hush's sidekick, right? Who knows what's going on? And then we cut back to Batman and Red Hood, except this time Red Hood and Joker are gone, and Batman is by himself in the lab, right, inside the Batcave. What are my thoughts on this crazy but big issue? Again, love the foil variant. I'm mixed, to be honest with you. On a positive note, it was better than the first one, right? Red Hood, Batman, like people have said, we've seen it before, but I'm willing to let that slide because I don't know what that's going to play out to, right? I mean, we can complain, oh, here we go again, Red Hood hates Batman, blah, 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 blah. Let's see what they do right here. Let's give them a chance to let the storyline develop and kind of go from there, all right? Riddler looking big, I'm kind of confused. Like I said before, it's almost like an absolute Riddler, right? I mean, is that kind of what we're getting into? Even though Absolute's a completely different universe. That part kind of threw me off. Is he going to help Nightwing, help Barbara Gordon? I mean, what's going to happen there? I think there's a chance this can get good, believe it or not. We got to give it some time. So with that being said, that's going to wrap it up. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Comics Advice is out. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy. Peace.